Big Boy's
Big
Neighborhood.
Boy.
This one been a long time coming, man. YBN Cordae in the neighborhood. Welcome to the neighborhood, man.
Oh, thank you. Proud to be here.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you here, bro.
Honor to be here. Honor to be here. I'm a big fan, man.
Thank
I'm a
you,
big
bro.
fan.
You've been working though, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. So this is pretty much is all about you right now, bro. This is good. You put the work in though.
Yeah, for sure.
How does it feel now, man, when people, the album's here, people recognize, and I got to say, man, and Ida and I had this conversation off air, lyrically, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and not nobody
wow,
saying, oh, the game is this today, the game, but lyrically, you are amazing,
Yes,
bro.
you are.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. That means the world.
It's so refreshing to have such a young person with so much different perspective, depth, and such good storytelling.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Soul. You're
How
like
old are
an
you
old
for real?
soul.
For real, for real.
Don't lie to us.
300.
Yeah, man.
I've been here so many times.
When did you first fall in love with hip hop, Cordae?
Man, always since I was younger.
It was in the household?
Yeah. It was in the household. We used to travel a lot and move. Not really travel. We used to move all the time when I was younger.
See, I called it eviction. We did the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Eviction predictions.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But,
hey.
exactly. But yeah. So we used to always be on the road all the time, and my pops would always play hip hop. You know what I'm saying? He play a lot of Jay-Z, a lot of Tupac. You know.
Was Pops
Nas.
did he ever aspire to be an artist?
Nah,
Okay.
actually, I think my dad did record.
He probably did, yeah.
Actually, yeah. I think he got some records.
Yeah.
Just cause as like being able to record just for him to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Hey, man, so
I don't think he
what does
took
he
it
feel
serious,
about
though.
his son? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's obvious you're a child of hip hop. Your pops is a child of hip hop, or he presented it to his son and you soaked it in.
Yeah, for
How does
sure.
it feel now that his son, somebody rolling with their dad,
Yeah.
listening to his son now?
Yeah. Oh man, it's incredible. Like he's gonna flip out. I told him this morning I'm about to do Big Boy. He said, "You doing Big Boy, Pops?" He's like, "You doing Big Boy?" So yeah, for sure. It means a
That's
lot.
dope,
It's dope.
man.
It's dope.
So when does it go from just sitting in the car to you actually saying, I think I can do this?
Probably when I was like 15. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started taking music seriously. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started that's when I started recording consistently because that's when I started trying to make actual songs. I always could write and I always could like rap decent. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to like start focus on like making music. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference
At
between
15.
rap. Yeah. That's when I started like, okay, I got to start like just record and the thing is, I didn't even know you could punch in back then. Like I had the Pro Tools demo, right? So like I recorded like 3 whole mixtapes worth of music without punching in. But
So
little
you
did
do
I,
like one takes?
yeah, literally one
Wow.
take.
Let it all out.
But little did I know that was like kind of training myself,
Yeah,
going
man.
through those drills. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, that's like that
practicing
Karate Kid. Like
Yeah,
then at the
exactly.
end you're like, oh, that's what all that was. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
exactly,
that's hella tuition
exactly.
into the school of experience.
Exactly.
But at 15 you recognize that.
Yeah, for sure. I was just because I've been loving music. Like when I was 4, my earliest memories of music was like my dad bumping like the Blueprint. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then I always would rap that. But then when I became like 10, I started like Googling, like looking up these lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like with Big L and Nas. You know what I'm saying? Like reading these lyrics and like understanding them. You know what I'm saying? Like really studying that shit. And then I would always just rap for like the local cats around the neighborhood. They be like, yo, man, this little nigga, I'll give you $5 to spit something. You know what I'm saying? And I spit for that. But then when I was like 16, I was like, yo, let me start like recording. You know what I'm saying? When I traded all my shoes for a studio.
Damn. Did
Yeah,
anybody
yeah,
tell
yeah.
you like you crazy for trading your shoes? Like, man, don't do that.
Yeah,
Not the kicks.
Nah, yeah, exactly. Nah, it was all good though. I wasn't tripping, but yeah, niggas definitely. I started thinking to myself when it wasn't working out. But to me, I was like, shit, nigga done traded on my drip to record. Now I'm the unfly rap nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Like, hey man, I remember last month when I gave you them shoes? Like, yeah. Can I get those back?
Yeah, bro. Let's do a trade. I give you a mic stand.
Hey man, but it's crazy when you look in the rearview mirror. It's like, oh man, yeah, it was all a purpose. It all worked.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. for
And
sure.
it did work.
Yeah,
That's
appreciate
crazy,
that.
man.
In Nightmares Are Real with Pusha T, you talk
Yeah.
about getting kicked out of your house.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Did that really happen?
Yeah, for sure. Like, cause my mom, I was raised by my mom. She was just like a single mom for majority of my life. You know what I'm saying? So she's dealing with like, just the stress of work. You know what I'm saying? And dealing with like 2 boys coming home. You know what I'm saying? So it's a stressful thing. So, but I always came back.
Right.
Always
Yeah,
came
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Shout out to mama. You know what I'm saying? Because she always had my mom had me when she was like 16. You know what I'm saying? So she always like gave like that tough love or was like extra hard on me. because she was like, nah, everybody wanted, just knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she gonna raise a little, whatever, badass little nigga, you know what I'm saying? She too young. So she like took that stigma. And my grandmother, who my mom's mom is like 80, like 85. So she had a bunch of like, you know, old Southern, you know what I'm saying? I got whooped with a switch. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like,
now
for
they
real.
call the authorities on you
Yeah,
for some
exactly.
stuff like that.
Actually, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I got a timeout. I got timeout.
Yeah, time out is something new though.
Yeah,
Was there
yeah.
anyone, like, at what point did your mom say, jumped on, okay, this is the career that you want to have and this is what you're going to do? Or did she ever try to discourage you? And
She just, but it's like nobody wants to hear their son come home and be like, I want to be an aspiring rapper.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm about to drop out of college to be
Right.
a rapper.
Yeah, man.
Nobody, if my son says that to me
He be
now,
like, man, get your ass
I'm like,
outta here.
nigga, get your ass up.
Go back to school.
Tripping, you know what I'm saying? Take your ass back to school. So it's understandably so, you know what I'm saying? But like once, you know, she started seeing some results, she's like,
Yeah.
okay. I
Yeah.
get it.
and now she knows what, every word, or?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What-
She does.
That's
for sure.
crazy.
What does she feel about the album?
Oh, she fucks with it. She fucks
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
I hope so. I didn't ask her. I didn't ask her yet, but I'm sure she fucks with it.
On Family Matters, has all of your family listened to this track yet?
Oh nah.
Hey,
but
man.
look, let me
Is
listen.
that
I didn't mention no. Look. I didn't say nobody's name specifically.
But they know.
But if they know
Yeah.
that this is,
But it's just
applies
man.
to
But
them.
music is like that. It's just real. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is just me being like vulnerable, me being authentic, and me speaking on like shit that I witnessed, shit that I
Yeah.
see my family going through. Like it's real shit. Like we're just talking. We have like rich nigga problems, and
Yeah.
because I'm so far away from my family, I don't know what they going through, and they not
Right.
gonna tell me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so young, and they don't want to put like their stress on me. So I go back home and like things are being unfolded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm finding this out. Like I really like cried. You know what I'm saying? On the plane back, like I cried writing this shit. You know. So it's just, and that's kind of
And
like
that's therapeutic.
exactly.
Yeah.
Therapeutic for my, like music is really therapeutic for me and, for listeners, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt like, I even took out some lines on that song because it was like
thought
really,
it was
really
too much?
personal. And I was like, all right, let me take that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Let
Yeah.
me read, like, for sake of my
Still put a
family.
coat of protection on.
Exactly.
Hell
But
yeah.
I still feel like it was very sweet of you to take that time to acknowledge that your family is still going through things, because I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes a lot of people detach from
Yeah,
what's
I
really
made it.
going on at
Yeah,
home. Like,
for
I made
sure.
it, now I don't got to take care of you. And when I heard that line of you crying while you were writing it out, I was
Yeah.
like, oh. And I feel like a lot of people can connect to that, like Big. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, for
when
sure.
you're that rock or you feel that burden of what your family members are going through,
Yeah.
it was sweet that you put that in there. But I was just like, yo, like a lot of people can relate to that. We all have something going on in our families,
Hell
or that
yeah.
one family member. They're
And
like,
then you
for
gotta
"Damn."
put on the cape. You gotta
Yeah,
put on the mask.
exactly,
You gotta make it
exactly.
seem like,
Yeah.
like people come to see you. You gotta smile. You gotta take the picture. You
Yeah,
gotta shake hands.
exactly.
Like even at your listening party, it was like, man, they was like, he came by and acknowledged everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Did
But
not go
not knowing
unnoticed.
what you
Yeah.
could have just been going through when you walk into that door.
Exactly. Because I feel like it's important because you only have one first album. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be here for a long time, but you only got, and my folks are telling me like, enjoy this because this is your first time. Because shit about to, go up to
Yeah.
where you may not be able to even do like dope shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
was, I just made sure I looked everybody in the eye and personally thanked everybody for pulling up.
And
You know
you
what
did
I'm saying?
that. Literally, it was like as I was going home, it sat with me so much that I've never had that experience
Yeah.
before, where an artist went and I saw you go to every single person. You didn't
They
miss
do,
out.
and
You
that's
looked.
the
You
main
hugged.
reason why I couldn't lie and tell him I was there.
Have you seen you?
You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, nah.
He stayed
Everybody-
all the way to the end too.
I was
wanna
the last
say.
nigga there.
Yeah, he was.
I got my own shit.
I was like, he's still here.
I know
He's
everybody
still
said that
here.
when I was leaving. Niggas like, damn, you still here? I was like,
Turning off the light, like, thank y'all. Good
Do
night,
you need me to sleep real quick? No.
Yeah, like, hey, bro, we pulled up that someone said there was a priest that said you were the second coming of Jesus. Is that real?
where does it say that at?
Hey, man,
See?
make sure you go online and
In case you
read
didn't know.
certain things
Where is that
that's
at?
in Google.
Wikipedia.
That's
Yeah.
on Wikipedia?
That's on your Wikipedia
Show me
page.
that. I don't believe
Oh, that's
that.
why Wikipedia is not a
way.
reliable source because anybody
Yeah.
can put that.
why
And
y'all
that's
quote
why-
You could've put
Wikipedia?
right.
But you
You
know
put
what?
that
That's
in
why
there.
I don't pull up. Like when I interview, I like to just talk.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? But when
Yeah.
I saw that, even Natalia and I, we were like, okay, we gotta ask this.
Yeah.
I would have taken it and ran with it though. Somebody would have
Oh
said,
nah, fuck, I ain't nah. That's
Yeah,
kinda
that's a
wild.
hard- yeah, that's a hard
blasphemous.
one.
I don't know about all of that, but
So it says at the age of 10, where he was declared by he was in Maryland, where he was declared by a local priest to be the second coming of Jesus Christ.
Yo, niggas crazy.
Hey, man,
Niggas crazy.
but you know what I love
now you
about
know.
it, man?
Crazy. I mean, y'all can literally edit that right now and
We
change
could,
it if we want. Let's do that.
let's do
Hey,
another
man,
thing.
Put that
Let's do
he's my
another
son on there.
Okay.
You know, just put something crazy like, man, I love your son's album. Like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that, man. It's
that's
good to sit
funny.
down. But do you read a lot, or do people come at you with something that you like, man? Now that you get known, like, man, that's not true.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you saying like things online?
Yeah.
At first, I used to, I probably at one point in time, I think I read every single comment ever wrote about me.
See, I was
before.
gonna
like,
ask
one
that.
time, I like for real, I used to be tapped in like to everything. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm just like, bro,
Like
I
on social media as well, like Instagram and stuff
everything.
like
I used
that.
to like. I was my own, just looking at every single thing. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was like, what do people think about me? How do they feel about this
So
shit? You know
how
what I'm
would you
saying?
do? You know, because it could be 1,000 I love him
Yeah.
and one whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that shit still, and that was like, but now I just like fuck that shit because I realized it don't matter. I was having a convo with Schoolboy Q about this. He was like, bro, like, because I was telling him how I did that. I was like, that's how I kind of like stay tapped in and like understand where I stand. But he was like, bro,
Nah,
you only realize that shit don't matter at all. That'd be like from like some 10-year-old with like a random anime character as a backdrop on his with an avatar
Messing
on
up
his,
your
you
day.
know what I'm saying, on who's a real fan who will pull up to your show but just like comment saying some shit.
Yeah,
So,
don't let that sway you, man.
Oh,
Now,
yeah, nah,
you
I
just say
don't.
your conversation with Schoolboy Q, right?
Uh-huh.
Why do you feel that there are so many that validate you?
I don't know, man. I'm just blessed, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's just a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I just got some favor over me. So
Right.
it's just real dope.
Like, go ahead on.
I love that you speak about God and knowing Jesus in your life and being favored, because a lot of people don't speak about that. And you said it a lot in your music, but going back to being caught up in social media, I feel like maybe that's why 1,000 Words was inspired. Which, listening to that, I feel like a lot of kids don't really realize how bad social media could be, or like painting this perfect
Oh,
picture,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? And really clogging up your brain by what you're saying. Like for you to say, I read every single comment, like that could be draining sometimes.
That's how I was at like my first month in after like being kind of on like a national stage. But yeah, like I'm not like super religious at all. I'm more spiritual than religious. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, with like 1,000 Words, I really love that track.
Me too.
How that came, not really love it, but I hate that. I really like that.
I really
Whoever
love
wrote
what
that
I
was
did
pretty,
there.
Yeah, exactly.
I like
but
it
like,
a lot.
Put that on
that's
his Wikipedia.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's a good
exactly,
message.
exactly. That joint, it was dope for me because a lot of things that I write, I'm inspired from real life events. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like my best music occurs, from me being inspired by like real events, shit that really affects me. So like I would like in a song that says, I think we all want to be a little Instagram famous, but deep down inside we just don't want to be nameless. You know what I'm saying? Like we just don't want to be. Everybody wants to be somebody in some sort of way. And right now, social media is like the way to validate that. That blue check,
Yeah, man.
that's the only way to like self-validate that in today's society.
The
You know what I'm
likes,
saying?
the hearts.
Yeah,
the,
exactly,
man.
exactly. Which is like nuts.
Creating
if you
a perfect
think about
profile.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be whoever the fuck you want to be on. Like I apologize. I feel so
You
bad.
here, bro? Do your
cursing out
interview.
my daughter. But yeah, like
You're saying you could be whoever you
yeah,
want to be?
you can be whoever you want to be on the Instagram. You can create like your own like reality. You know what I'm
Persona,
saying? Like
different persona,
everybody, your own persona. You can like literally construct whatever lifestyle you
Yeah,
want on
man.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Like in real life, somebody could be hurting, going through it, whatever. But on the gram, they taking flicks by Lambos
Yeah, man.
in LA. It don't take nothing. You know what I'm saying, to show that off. You know what I'm saying? Like one time, I took a picture in a Lamborghini and I was like, this is for like manifestation purposes. And I got a text from like my aunt. She was like, nigga, you just bought a Lamborghini. I was like, no.
I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting.
Yeah.
People check, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got Lambo now?
I thought you just crying on the plane about us. Now y'all
Yeah,
everybody
y'all Lamborghini. I was like,
Switch
no, chill.
You're like, now we're going to
But you know what it
R&B.
is too. We don't read. We don't investigate. We just look now.
Yeah, exactly,
We look. We check.
exactly,
We validate.
exactly.
Or we hate.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you in Los Angeles now, as far as living and everything?
Nah, I be out here though.
Okay.
I be going back and forth from here and home.
Right. How did the relationship with Almighty and Nahmir? How did that come about?
Okay, so I met Nahmir through my brother Simba a couple years ago. So Nahmir and Jay and they all met on the game like
Yeah.
7 years ago. And I known Nahmir for like the last 3 to 4 years, and we just link on some like internet shit. And whenever we was in the same city, we always just like link up. Like whenever I was in Alabama, like I can stay at this nigga house. Whenever he was in Maryland, it was like that. So it was like it's been like a real like brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Like our moms are all in group chats together.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like
dope.
it's real life,
What do you
like a
think they talk
brotherhood.
about in the group chat?
Right.
Look
I
at
don't
these
know. I don't
boys.
want to know. Actually, I don't want to know.
And so were you solo then? Because you'd already been doing your own thing.
Yeah. I was a part of YBN, but I just didn't have like the social media attachment. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always just if you look at like old interviews, I was just always around. Like old like vlogs, I was just around. But I wasn't. I was YBN, but I just didn't have literally like the social tag.
Right.
Once again, like that. You know, like we saying like the
Creating
social
that
media.
profile,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Damn. But it seemed like a lot's happened in a little time, but
Yeah.
people don't understand the work that's put in.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I think I don't know if I'm at 10,000 hours yet, but I
Right.
feel like I may be. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
you
years.
definitely probably put your outliers in already,
yeah, for
bro.
sure, for sure.
Yeah, and it's time to really start collecting. But it's a lot of work right now too.
Oh
huh?
yeah, for sure. But I love it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just like to keep tunnel vision. You know, be thankful and acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? My position and be grateful for it. But just understand there's so much more I got to do. You know.
What
we
do the
still at
fans come up
beginning.
to you and say? Because you appear that you let a lot out through your music. The soul, like I think your fans will connect with you a whole lot. So
Yeah.
when you do a meet and greet or when somebody stop you,
Yeah.
what do you hear? Not the most, but a lot.
Oh man, I hear man, it's crazy. Like yo, your shit like helps me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I was just bumping your shit. That shit got me and my girl through our day. You know, like your shit like really saved me. You know what I'm saying? Like your shit is mad inspiring. So it's dope, and it'd be like, or it'll be somebody who's like 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? 15, 17, and then like somebody that's like 30. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, yo, my kids got me hip to your shit.
Yeah,
you know what
man.
I'm saying? So it's real dope.
Like I told you when we were vacationing, you had a show the same night that we were there, and my
Yeah.
kids was on me to take
Oh
it.
yeah, that's love.
You know what I'm saying?
love.
And that's what they say, man, from 8 to 80. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
And we recognize like good music.
Yeah.
I do have to ask you, when we heard 1985 by J. Cole, right? And then when I saw you do N-words, I was like, man, you were the perfect person
Yeah.
and the perfect way
Yeah.
to come back and say like, man, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like we learning from you, teach us. You know,
Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
Like
Yeah.
when you first heard that
Uh-huh.
with J. Cole, how did you feel about what you were hearing?
I thought he made like a lot of really dope points, but I felt like a lot of like, so it's a difference between like the old heads and the OGs. Like the OGs, Big Boy is the OG. He'll sit you down. If I'm tripping, he'll
Talk to
he'll
you.
call me, be like, yo, bro, like you tripping. This ain't the way to do it. You do it this
Easy
way. You
call.
know what I'm saying? You learning through this way. But like the old heads be like, just point the finger, like you punk ass young nigga don't know shit. You know what I'm
Y'all ain't
saying?
saying nothing.
So I felt like that was giving a lot of like them like the fuel to just like shame. You know what I'm saying? Like the youngest. I was like, yo, that's not even what Cole is saying.
Right. You
know
didn't
what I'm saying?
accept. You didn't receive it that way.
Yeah, exactly. So I just when I wrote mine, because I was inspired by it, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I was like, yo, Cole made a lot of dope points, but also let's include these factors in here as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like these are the factors that aren't being mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Like just hear it from our perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Perfect
yeah.
person to say it too, though,
Yeah.
man.
Did
And,
you?
Appreciate it.
Oh, sorry.
and then when you fast forward, and did you have something before I fast forward to the
Well,
relationship now?
No, not just I read somewhere also that you had a moment where you had a flat tire that also went into inspiring
yeah,
the song.
exactly. So it's the day the song dropped, right? And this is, mind you, when old niggas dropped, I was working at Fridays still. Like niggas don't even know. But when that shit got 1 million views in a day, I was like, yo, I can't come back.
Yeah.
Niggas, I was like, yo, I can't come back. I can't come back
done.
to work. Like for real.
made
So boom. So I had my car in my neighborhood, and I had a flat tire, and like this OG in my neighborhood, he was helping me change it. You know, niggas ain't know how to change a tire. I grew up by a single mom. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to change a damn tire. So he was helping me change the tire, and we was just having a really dope ass conversation. And I was like, damn, this doesn't happen. Cause it's just a disconnect between the older generation, not even in music, just in life. You know
General,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
In general. And I was like, man, we need to like. I think it's because we need to listen more. He was like, nah, we just got to start showing y'all more. You know, and that really stuck with me. So having that conversation with the OG in my neighborhood, and then hearing 1985, like I just came up with like that. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect
Recorded it
story.
in my crib.
It was perfect.
Yeah, so it's really dope.
Hey, man, and then when we fast forward to the relationship, because J. Cole had to receive that kind of the same way you did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think his arms was crossed.
I bet he was
upset.
impressed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
sure.
what was the dialogue that y'all had, if any,
Uh-huh.
when he dropped and then you dropped?
I met him. This is like last year. He told me like he really fucked with it, and we exchanged numbers, and we even cooked up in Raleigh like later that week.
How did he get brought onto the album as a producer? Why not be featured on the track?
I feel like because and actually that's when we did the R&P shit
Okay.
too. Like R&P is like we did that like a
Hey, man,
year
did you
ago,
listen
yeah.
for that Waiting for Cole too though? Like,
I knew.
Like, is that Cole?
Yeah.
Nah. It's I feel like it's super dope because Cole, niggas don't know he produced all his albums. You know what I'm saying? But because he's such a dope MC, his production gets underlooked. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I need some beats, bro. That's the first thing I said. I was like, yo, I need some beats. He was like, bet. So we was just cooking up like from scratch. You know what I'm saying? In Raleigh for like a week, and I feel like a Cole beat is like super rare. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope.
But
and
the
especially
energy
what you
is
did
so
on it
good.
too though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Anderson Paak, that's my brother. Like he murdered it.
You
Yeah,
guys
that dude
killed
is
that.
extremely talented too.
Oh man, he's that nigga.
I taught him well.
Yeah,
I taught that dude well. You know what I'm saying?
like,
yeah.
yes,
You
John.
showed him how to play. You showed him how to play drums.
Yeah,
Drums,
man, it just
all
keep
his
beats and
talent.
everything, man. So it's
yeah,
always
yeah.
good to see your students do that.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
just for that to come together, man, and what's grown out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and,
for
and I
sure.
think it does so much for not just for the genre, for hip hop, but when you do say just that communication.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
sometimes we do see Cordae in hip hop, specifically speaking, that we eat
It's
our
a
own
competition.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like a competition thing, but I feel like now everybody's a lot more friendly. Like back in the day, like nigga, nobody did features with people outside of their cliques. Like
Yeah,
everybody
man.
in Rockefeller just did their own shit. Niggas in Rough Riders did their own shit. Everybody on Death Row did their own shit. Everybody in Bad Boy, they just stuck on their own islands. All the powerhouses just stayed on their own island, which I kind of like the grit of, not the grit, because niggas was really, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Shit was really violent back
different.
then, you know what I'm saying? It was different. But now I just feel like cats is like working together.
But I just like the dialogue too.
Yeah, for
you know what
sure,
I'm saying?
exactly.
I like the dialogue, man, because sometimes you would just see people where it's, we write off our forefathers as like they don't know shit, or I'm not listening to that.
Yeah,
or they just old, they just bitter. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. I feel like if you really want to like do this music shit seriously, one, it's just shocking to me that like niggas' parents ain't play niggas. Like I grew up listening to hip hop, the classic hip hop music. You know what I'm saying? To that. And like you just got to do the research, do the education on your craft. You know what I'm saying? You got to study the greats in order to even aspire to be a great. You know, that's just the first step. Whatever you do, that's like, if y'all have interns here, you don't just come in
and sit in this
and
chair.
sit in the chair next to Big Boy.
And be like, man, fuck Big Boy.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, nigga, like, no, they got to put in years of work. That's what any craft you do. But I feel like in music, sometimes folks skip, because niggas can blow up so quickly. They get to skip those steps. But that's like the foundation.
Why work so hard? Because there's sometimes I can hear that you, and it probably may come to you easier.
Yeah.
But it seems like you work hard at your craft, and it seems like some people just not working as hard.
Yeah, because I really love this shit. You know what I'm saying? I love making music. I love hip hop just so much. Everything about hip hop, just the history behind it, the culture, the impact, the influence we got as hip hop artists. You know what I'm saying? And the predecessors that laid the foundation for us. The blueprint is there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and I just love it. Just comes down to I just love making music. You know
When
what
you
I'm
got
saying?
the views and you started to go, did you quit Fridays like immediately?
Oh yeah, when I got 1 million views in a day, I was like, oh,
I got that M.
I was like, I always said, I was like, yo, as soon as I get 1 million views on anything, I'm quitting my job.
Damn, but
I couldn't wait, because I was just a miserable college student,
Yeah.
working and shit. Like I couldn't stand college. Like always, it's funny.
Why did you go to college?
Because
For somebody else?
Like the
yeah,
thing to
yeah,
do.
it was like a bigger than me type thing, because nobody in my family ever graduated college. Like my
First
grandma
generation.
was a sharecropper. You know what I'm saying? She had to drop out of school in 4th grade. My mom had me when she was 16, so she never got to go to college. So it was like a bigger than me type thing. And I always had good grades in high school, so it was like it just made sense. You know what I'm saying?
So how do you tell your family that you are going to drop out of school? Were you thinking more about it than they were?
I was like, you know what's funny? I had a convo with my parents like 3 months before I dropped out, and was like, yo, I'm like, cause I was like, yo, like it's a high possibility I'm gonna drop out. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
You start getting a little
I
set-up
told them,
blows.
like, yo, this is my last year like working, like in my last year at school. I'm not doing this shit. And they was like, okay, nigga. Whatever.
Yeah, all right.
But I just let the numbers show them, baby. You know what I'm saying? when I was able to like cause you need proof. You know what I'm saying? You need something to
Gotta
stand
show
on.
it
Like
to us.
it's not like they didn't believe in me, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Like if you gonna stop doing this, you
gotta
show me that.
Yeah, you gotta show me something.
Yeah.
To not be in college, you know what I'm saying? You gotta show me something.
But how does that
So-
turn into money for you immediately? Where you say, I'm not going to school, I'm quitting my job.
Yeah, I mean, bro,
you can
know
show
what's
me
crazy?
numbers,
I
and
kind
I'm
of
like,
went out on a limb, bro. To be honest, like, yo, like, you know, when you first come in the game, you don't come in. The money don't really come in like that at first. You know what I'm saying? It takes. I'm just now starting to like really see money. You know, like for real. Like nigga, I was out here like living on my manager's couch, like low
Ramen
key.
noodles?
Like for
No more
real,
ramen
I was
noodles for
nigga.
you?
I made like a lot of this album like sleeping on my manager's couch, like for real.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I drop old niggas, I was sleeping on the couch. You know what I'm saying? So. That's hunger. I had the bread to get my own shit, but I was like, nah, I like this hungry feeling.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I
keep-
like this shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, and I feel like niggas be crawling, be walking before they crawl. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Skipping the process.
yeah, exactly. Like niggas don't realize like it's a lot of shit. You got taxes and shit. It's so
Yeah.
much shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas. So I just be like, I live right now. My whole thing. I just want to live like I had rich parents. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. I don't got no kids.
Right.
The fuck I need to buy like some dumbass fat crib for? You know what I'm saying? Like I make sure my folks are good. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I just live like life is good. You know
How
what
do you
I'm saying?
not get caught up in everything that's going on? You know, like
Yeah.
I gotta have the excessive jewelry. I gotta have this. I got like
chains
the
and-
part.
Man, cause I know what real money is. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's kind of like a liability versus like assets. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to like, you know, stack up my
You rare, bro.
portfolio. You know, I'm trying to get rich.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
very rare right
You feel
now.
me?
So wise,
Trying
man.
to get
No
rich,
facial
rich.
tattoos or nothing on you?
Oh yeah, I just got it covered up right now. No, I got you.
I was like, wait, where?
Hey man,
I was
I'm
like,
looking like this motherfucker came with makeup on.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's a good
too.
makeup job right there. What
Yeah.
about
Never
Nation?
seen
Nah, I
that.
don't.
Because you know how sometimes, and now it look like
do
uniforms
it.
are the parts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did you choose not to have it?
I don't know, man, cause I'm just on a point where I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Life is super good on this side. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need to like. I feel like niggas get that to show niggas that they getting money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's kind of like. I'm trying. That's like. I don't know I'm trying to think
Hey
of a
man,
good
Nahmir
example.
is one of the coolest little motherfuckers
Oh,
I've
that
had
little
in
I
here.
love
cool as
Nahmir.
fuck.
He was like, man, that's stupid.
He was like, nigga, that's
I love
stupid.
Nahmir.
Man,
Nah,
but
for
you
sure.
can tell that y'all cut from the same cloth.
Yeah,
too,
for
though.
sure. That's
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like I enjoy y'all. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And this is my
appreciate
first time sitting with you, but like Jay and Nahmir, and like Nahmir, that's my little partner
Oh,
right
man,
there.
Yeah,
Nahmir.
for sure.
And
For sure.
you guys, but y'all have like these older souls.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying?
Really
For
do.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you first meet Quincy Jones?
Yeah. I
How did
met
that come
him
about?
through Terrace Martin.
Yeah,
so he
Terrace,
had,
what up,
yeah,
bro?
shout out
Terrace.
Terrace. It was a Spotify Awards that I was honoring Quincy Jones, and Terrace, he hit me up with like, yo, I want you to perform with me. You know what I'm saying? It was him, like Robert Glasper, Taylor McFerrin, and they wanted me to perform with him. So I was like, all right, dope. So I had to come up with this like dope like freestyle to like honor Quincy, and then shout out Adam. My brother Adam Felzy, he's like Quincy's like right hand man, so he introduced me to him before. I was like, yo man, y'all gotta like connect and like really talk. And I was talking to Quincy that day.
And
But-
he got his finger on it, and his ear still on it too, bro.
Oh man, he's super tapped in,
Yeah,
like
man.
crazy tapped in. And so I went to it like a couple like months later. I went to his crib to like just talk to him, chop it up with him, just gain the knowledge. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
crazy when
That's
you
so
walk in that
amazing,
house, huh?
man.
Yo, I see.
Did he show you that Thriller plaque?
Yeah, they showed me all that. This nigga has a picture with like every like goat, and not just goat,
Yeah,
like
man.
niggas that like Nelson Mandela,
Yeah.
with the Dalai Lama, with
Yeah,
Mahatma
man.
Gandhi, you know, like that level of shit.
Barack
At
Obama
that-
in the background.
Yeah.
Barack, like asking Quint, like, looking at him, like, get a pic-
Like, oh my
yo,
God, I got a picture with Quincy
Quincy,
Jones.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that dude is an icon, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like he's the greatest producer of all time. I always say that. I say Quincy Jones and Dr. Dre. Those are
Yeah.
the two greatest producers, barring none
and was
of all
producing
time.
before any of us
Exactly.
was on Earth.
At that
Yeah.
moment when you realize like all the people that he's worked with and the fact that you're next to him, like, does that trip you out? Because most of those people got to meet Quincy at a much later time in their career, and like, where you're at right now,
Yeah,
like it's
crazy.
amazing.
It's crazy. I watched this documentary. It all happened so fast because I watched this documentary, and then later that week, I got the call from like Terrence, like literally right after me
Look at the
watching this
universe.
nigga I was like, oh shit. I was like, bet. So like, yeah, it's real. Like this nigga worked with Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, man.
Fucking Ray
Everybody.
Charles, like everybody. I'm like, god damn, the nigga.
Goats.
The one. What's the one?
But it's
song-
crazy that you
yeah.
could understand that too.
Yeah.
The value.
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Because I remember I saw
And
him
this
talk
is in
about.
the this is in the third. This nigga's working with Frank Sinatra. Like, they were saying like they had to, this is during Jim Crow. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? This
Yeah,
nigga's
between
like
the
that
most
nigga.
races,
You know
like,
what
you
the
can't-
most races of
You
the
can't
races.
sleep here. You could perform here, but you can't.
So they-
Splitting the crowd, black and white. Like he been through it all, bro.
Exactly. Like so, this like this a young man. It's crazy, bro. It's unbelievable.
Double XL,
Uh-huh.
freshman class.
Yep.
We get some people that say, man, it didn't mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Did it mean something to you to be?
Oh
in
yeah,
that
for sure.
freshman class?
Niggas be lying when they say. Niggas be lying. Niggas
be like,
be
"Oh, it
lying.
doesn't matter."
man,
Like,
don't
yeah,
matter,
Yeah,
man,
man, that shit don't matter.
You want it.
Right.
Yeah, everybody want that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Double X, it's a part of the history of hip hop. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? When all the goats been on the covers. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
man.
Just not even the freshman cover, just on Double XL covers in general. You know what I'm saying? So shit.
Go ahead.
My bad. Thank you.
No problem.
But yeah, so when Big L was on the cover, when Nas on it, it's. Yeah,
So
it's
it
Double
it-
XL.
it
Even
means
Eminem
something.
shouted out Double XL.
Yeah.
That magazine should have no much trouble to sell.
Yeah,
Like,
we
you
was
know
talking
what
about
I'm
him in a different way.
Oh
though,
yeah,
but-
yeah, yeah.
He's a
but he
mention.
still shouted him out though.
That probably wasn't the best example,
Right?
right? But,
It was mentioned.
yeah,
But
exactly.
it did. How did you find out that you're in the Double XL freshman class?
I think my manager Ace told me, he
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Yo, you on Double XL?" I was like, "They did."
like
it right.
yeah.
They got it right.
I was like, "Of course." Now I'm joking.
Yeah.
I was
Like,
like,
I better be. You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
I was like, "All right, bet." All
When
right,
you're
bet. We out
looking
here.
at the rest of the Double XL freshman class, who besides yourself do you think is like at the top? Like, who's your favorite person?
I really can't pick a favorite because it's a lot of really
can't.
like no bullshit. It's a lot of talent on that class. Like the baby's really
Yeah,
dope.
man.
Fucking Roddy Ricch is super talented. You know what I'm saying? Rico
I think they
Nasty.
got another
Nasty.
great class
Megan Thee
though.
Stallion.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Nah,
And what
I
I
feel
like
like
to
it's
do-
longevity, and you can't really determine
You're
like how
whack.
dope a class for sure. How dope a class is until like a couple years
Yeah.
after to see.
I
where
like
they at.
looking
Very
back.
much so.
Exactly.
You know, and then I see like
Where
Wiz,
they're
and I'll be
at.
like, man, they,
I
you
feel
know,
like looking back, we niggas, I'm like, oh shit, like okay,
yeah,
yeah,
Who's still here
yeah,
too,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. They
and
like,
seeing their careers develop.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
transform.
Like
It's
that
awesome.
2010 one with like Nip, Big Shine, Cole,
Yeah.
all them cats. You know what I'm saying? The 2011 one with like Meek, Kendrick.
damn,
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
that,
Like
fucking Google in your head.
nah.
You Double XL freshman class
Yeah.
historian.
Nah,
It did mean something to you.
I mean, mind you, I just had like the Double XL freshman show yesterday, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they literally have
All the
like
covers
yeah,
out.
they covers from
They're
like all
just
the years and
flashing.
shit. So
Right, yeah, I'm walking down the hallway
This is
stairs
fresh
and-
information. You know what I'm saying? This is
So
fresh.
how has that been? Y'all been doing a lot of shows together?
The freshman, we only do one in New York and one in LA. So the one in LA is for the night, and then we just had.
But
the
you've
one
been
in New
running
York.
around the world doing your own thing. Huh?
Yeah. Being I was just on my first like headlining tour.
How crazy is
The
that?
Logic?
Oh, that was no. This
Head-
was
your
my
headlining.
headline
Oh,
and shit.
headlining,
Yeah. So I was going around doing that. And it was really dope because that's where you really get to see where you stand. You know what I'm saying? Like the internet. It's dope to get a lot of love on the internet, but like when them hard tickets, that's when you really
Yeah,
decide.
people coming
like,
out.
Selling out the
Yeah,
Roxy.
exactly.
Because it's
you know
a
what I'm
difference
saying?
between somebody hitting like and somebody saying, "All right, I'm gonna put this shirt on. I'm gonna do this. I'm
And
gonna
I'm
go.
a-
I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get to that show."
Exactly.
Do you get nervous still, like as far as attendance or?
Because it was my first time, so I didn't
Yeah.
know what to expect. But we sold out everything. You know what I'm saying? So I was really dope.
What
And
does
then
that feel like when you like, man? Everybody came to see me.
Yeah, it's dope, man. It's a really dope feeling, like, and you really get to connect. I really got to
Yeah.
connect. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was super dope. And the Europe tour, just the fact niggas in Europe. You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
that
I'm like,
crazy?
damn, niggas in Europe. I ain't never left like the East Coast before last year ever. So I'm like, damn.
So
niggas
those were
in-
your first stamps
Wow.
and your
yeah, I was
passport.
like, yeah.
How
I didn't even
exciting.
have a passport until like a day before I went to
It was
Europe.
time to go, huh?
Yeah, I was like, I had to get like the same day shit. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
that
bet.
expedited. It's looking like, man, I'm really going.
Yeah, exactly. So it's dope.
So how was that overseas experience for you as far as like the people, seeing the cars drive on the opposite
Oh
side.
yeah, it's
the
crazy.
food.
It's crazy. You get to learn like different perspectives. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's dope vibes out there. Like when I was in Paris, I was like, yo, put on some Jay Dilla. I feel
Yeah.
like freestyling
Put some
with
Jay Dilla.
Look at the vibes going on
I saw
right
your
now. You know
picture
what I'm saying?
at the Louvre with Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I get to do nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Like on big stages. You know?
Hey man, was it crowded that day you went to the Louvre in Paris?
Oh yeah. It was a little difficult moving around, but it was and it's like it's crazy. Like yo, niggas in Paris know me. You know what I'm saying? It's dope saying that.
Yeah.
Not saying
and
that.
no Jay-Z, Kanye. He's talking about real
Niggas
brothers in Paris. You know what I'm
he said
saying?
exactly. They was like, you know why we made niggas? Because niggas was in Paris.
Yeah,
You know?
isn't that crazy though?
Yeah, for sure. Nah, I just
and
can't
they
wait
walk
to
up
laugh.
to, and it's crazy how when they see you, they double take.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Cordae.
you know, yeah, man, I see you. You know,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
it's
dope
fire.
too, man. And it seemed like you're so excited about being who you are and putting the work in.
Yeah,
you know what
for
I'm
sure,
saying?
for sure. Yeah, bro. Just yeah, man. Just not getting too like. Just tunnel vision, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Don't get like too. I never get complacent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because complacency like leads to declination. You know what I'm saying? But like just keeping tunnel vision and focus on like, all right, what's next? You know what
How
I'm
do
saying?
you
What's
not
next?
get caught up? You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
everybody on this gotcha shit right now.
Yeah,
the
nah.
gotcha moments.
Yeah, I just like what do you like caught up in like my
Like
own hype?
just
or,
not
like,
even in your own hype.
Yeah.
Like, all right, he got caught up. Some female robbed him. He got
Yeah,
caught
yeah.
up in a
Oh,
case.
yeah.
He got, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
Like,
nah, I just move smart, bro. Like I ain't get like getting in is the easy part. Everybody says getting in is the easy part. Staying in is the hard part.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stay here for a long ass time. So I know what it
Believe you.
takes to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when I'm on the road. I don't even deal with women on the road.
I
bro.
heard that,
Period.
bro.
I don't
Not
even
on the
deal with
road.
They
women.
did try to
Nah.
connect you with someone a little bit on the blogs and stuff like that you
Who?
were dating.
He's like, who?
I forget how to say her
Go to
name.
Wikipedia, it's all lies.
The tennis player.
Oh yeah, Naomi.
Yeah, the Naomi.
Yeah,
thank
that's
you.
my girl.
So, like, is it your girl or is it?
Yeah.
oh.
He's like, yeah.
Aw, are you in love?
She said, oh.
Are you in love? Are you in love?
Yo, don't
Just
hit
say-
me with that. Yo, yeah. All that though, all that.
So the tennis
All the
player, is that
above.
that's not the
Naomi.
one that beat Serena, is it?
I
Oh,
don't
I'm
know.
about to put him out. Oh, okay. I don't need no.
Yeah,
The young one that beat Serena?
yeah, Naomi.
Damn, I ain't mad at you, bro.
Oh.
Who paying for dinner? It's always good to have somebody that got their own bread. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, for sure.
How did
Nah,
you guys
she's the
meet?
dopest. At a Clippers game.
At a Clippers.
Hey, go
So you
Yeah.
met a superstar
That's
tennis
awesome.
player at a Clippers game.
Yeah.
I heard that. Can I ask you what the hell were you doing at a Clippers game?
Yeah, why weren't you at a Lakers game?
I had free tickets to the Clippers and not the Lakers. That's what a nigga can get. That's what a nigga can get. You know what I'm saying? We still early. You know what I'm saying?
But it worked out though.
Yeah, for sure.
It worked out, man. How do you feel about your relationship being so-called public?
I mean, really, we did a good job at like keeping it like private for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like be posting my girl all the time. She don't be posting me all the time because we know it's real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
like push it on social
Like, look at
media
us.
all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that shit. Like, this is really my first time ever talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, it's just, well, now it'll be disrespectful if like you asked me that and I was like,
Nah.
you know
I ain't
what
got
I'm
no
saying?
girl.
At
That
this
hip hop
point-
keep it real, like nah.
Yeah, at this point it'll be like disrespectful to my girl. So like now I just like keep that shit.
And that
above.
did
You're so
she
nice.
just win
Yeah.
some big shit? That's the
Nah,
one.
she about to do the US Open.
Damn.
August, yeah.
How old is she?
She say, man, this
21.
me.
Damn, do that, bro.
That's a
Do
power
you ever
couple
go
right
out
You
there.
gotta
play
get her
on the
pregnant
court
though.
with
You
her?
gotta get her
Big.
What?
Don't,
Vicious.
he's only 21 and she's only 21.
Yeah, and plus you got your own
No,
stuff
they
too.
don't need
You know what I'm
pregnancies
saying?
yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
I'm
yeah.
tripping.
That's
I'm
later.
tripping.
Do you-
My bad.
You crazy,
My bad.
nigga.
And see, I'm supposed to be looking out for you.
Yeah,
nah,
That's
it's all
very
good.
bad
Shades
advice.
It's all
here.
good.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
good.
My
No
daughter over there.
pregnancies.
You vicious.
Hold up
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, hold up on
He's
it.
just
getting
Nah, I'm
started
just testing
big.
you. Nah, I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, hold up. Hold up on that, man.
Yeah,
Don't
for
you
sure.
say nothing before I said that disgusting
I was
stuff.
asking, do you guys ever go on the court and play with her?
She'll whoop your ass.
Yeah, you
Oh,
probably
nah, I
does.
don't, man. I've
Be
been
like, nah, I'm gonna stay out of that lane.
I don't try to do nothing athletic wise with my girl, man. 'Cause, like,
I can do it better than
I'm
you.
gonna get
And
fucked
then
up.
if she did take you on the tennis court and
Uh-huh.
whoop on you, then that's when you write a hot 16 and just tear her ass up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
I
what I'm
gotta
saying?
diss her.
She
I
get
gotta
you on
diss
yours,
her.
you get on it. You
Yeah,
get on
exactly.
your
I gotta
platform.
diss her.
There is a brotherhood that's in that YBN.
Mm-hmm.
When Jay went through his situation with
Yeah.
getting caught up and then cutting his face, that's
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Where were you when you first heard that information? And of course, it may sound like how did that make you feel?
Yeah, I was in LA at the time. I was recording. It was like it was like 6 a.m. in LA and probably like 3 a.m. in New York when it happened. and he FaceTime me and like in the fucking
hospital.
literally in an ambulance truck.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Fucking happy, like, man, like niggas cut me, bro, and this nigga smiling and laughing and shit. I'm like, bro, you're fucking. He's like, yo, man, niggas got me, bro. Like, damn, he said niggas done got me, bro. Started like shaking his head. I'm like, bro, nigga, you're crazy, nigga. You call me like making a joke out of you got a cut on your face, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy, like. You know, it was definitely a moment.
As
you know
that
what I'm
being
saying?
your brother, do you think retaliation first or just
cause like at the end, it's some random niggas in New York.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
easy
saying?
call.
What am I gonna go
Be out
out
there
there
and
on
do the
some
ball.
blade shit? You know what I'm saying? On some blade shit.
Where are
Like,
they?
I'm literally like 3,000 miles away. You know what I'm saying? It's but like
Does
he
that
got
make
his
you
shit.
move different?
Yeah, not really. I kind of always move the same way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just move smart. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta move smart. And at the time
He rolled with that though.
Yeah, he took it. He took it.
got right back out.
Bro, literally as soon he FaceTimed me like, man, niggas done got me, bro. Like he lit like, damn, bro, niggas done got me. Like I'm like, nigga, you tripping?
Yeah.
You're crazy, nigga.
I love how he came back with just his pretty. Like, you
yeah,
didn't do
for
nothing.
sure.
You know what I'm
Fuck it.
saying?
Yeah, he dug his scar out.
And then
know
you
what
got
I'm
Jay
saying?
Prince, that mother.
Yeah, he got his chain back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to big homie. You know what I'm saying? He got it back. You
Yeah,
know?
man. When
And
they say that's the wrong ninja to F with, that's the wrong.
you don't fuck with Jay Prince, bro.
Not at all, bro.
For sure.
Cordae, on Wintertime, you talk about being addicted to Xanax, but that you never spoke about it because people judge.
Yeah. This is when I was in college. You know what I'm saying? The Lost Boy is like a period in my life where I really felt like I was lost. You know what I'm saying? When I was in school, lost in a sense, not all the way, because I feel like until you find your journey and what your path is, you're kind of lost. And your purpose, exactly. So I felt like I just didn't have a purpose. So like my first year in college, I was like doing Xans heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like popping perks, doing Xans. Like I was like on head, like not that there's nothing wrong with weed, you know what I'm saying? But I was on all that shit, mad heavy, you know what I'm saying? But I never really spoke about it in music or like glorified it, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like niggas like glorifying that shit. I'm speaking on it, just telling my story, you know what I'm saying? Was popping Xans to calm anxiety down, and like my folks never knew it, you know what I'm saying? I never really talked about it like ever, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause it was kind of like a low point.
Did your family learn a lot about you from listening to the album?
They haven't even heard it yet.
Yeah,
They haven't heard it yet. It's just gonna be like, oh shit, it's gonna be some phone calls.
Because I wrote a book years ago, right? And my family didn't know a lot until they read my book.
Yeah.
And then that's when a lot of the questions like, what?
Or they might have knew. I think my folks didn't know, but they was just on some like, all right. They always be like, yo, you gotta, and I'm super grateful for this. Like, you gotta figure shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you once you 18, you know what I'm saying? Like, you grown, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Figure shit out.
Man, and you started to figure it out though.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And it's crazy because we start to see it more when it becomes super available in hip hop when you're on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
exactly.
And it becomes this thing that you start to share with people through your music or people see you a certain way.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but you were more you didn't spotlight it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, easy call.
I truly, honestly, really enjoyed your album from beginning to end. And
thank you.
it's an album that I'm going to have to really be able to sit with, because even while I was listening to it the first time, I was like, he said what? Like,
for
because
sure.
you
know
made
what?
it so personal and so relatable that even sharing that little line about you doing Xanax, and I heard it, it's like, that is such a personal story, but I feel like it's really going to help others because you didn't do it in a form to glorify Xanax, which I appreciate. But I think that that's a reality. There's also a lot of group of people that are doing it for other reasons, to numb whatever pains, anxieties that they're going through. But that's still like not the answer. And that a lot of people, society does clown on it when it really is an issue that people are trying to get through. It's like, this is why I don't want to share it.
Exactly.
Well, he is the second coming of Jesus Christ too.
Or no, Wikipedia.
No, not anymore. I deleted it.
You deleted it?
I did. I had to have
Okay, well, he was the second coming of Jesus Christ. Now we about to see you on stage out here in Los Angeles, man. What does LA and what does that crowd in Los Angeles mean to you?
Oh, LA got like some of the best crowds, bro. It's like it's a real hipster environment.
Did we start messing with you a little early?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad you said that. Even if we didn't know, I wanted you to say
Even when I was on tour with Juice WRLD,
man,
a long time ago, like it was super lit out here, so it's gonna be dope.
How does it feel with your name being up there on not just our festival, but just festivals now. You know how at one point you'll see your name and it's real little.
Yeah,
And then you start to see it get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
lineup.
I was like, okay, all right, I can see it now.
Yeah.
I
You know
put
what
on
I'm
my
saying?
binoculars. You know what I'm saying? I can see it now.
Do you like festival crowds? You doing a lot more festivals, but do you like festivals crowds or do you like it intimate or?
I like my shit more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like but I do fuck with festivals because it's a chance to gain some new fans.
Yeah,
you know what
man.
I'm saying? To really go out there and earn your. It's like it's almost like a big ass open mic at festivals. You know what I'm saying? For real, I think of it as a big ass open mic because half the crowd may or may not know you, so you got a chance. Just to really wow them off for pure performing because all your fans gonna love your shit and rap all your shit regardless.
Yeah, because we love what's familiar.
Yeah, you can have a half-ass show. You know what I'm saying? You
But
shouldn't.
we'll carry you.
Yeah, exactly. But your fans will carry it. But at the fucking festival, like, nigga, you got come with that shit or you gonna get a bunch of...
Yeah. All right. Who's coming on next?
What do you
See
do?
people actually looking at the
What
schedule.
time's
like,
Cardi B?
like, I'm going to the other stage.
Right,
What
exactly.
do you do before a performance?
Every performance, I stretch. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I stretch. I be listening to Pastor Cavassier.
Go
Don't
ahead.
this shit make a nigga wanna don't this shit make a nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you get hyped to get hyped.
Hey, stop me hyped.
Yeah. Fucking goddamn.
All that.
That was dope. But and I pray for every show, so yeah.
I heard.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, in that order, Pastor.
Yeah. And then shut it down and pray.
Y'all
Yeah,
need a
yeah.
balance. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
balance is all life.
Do you have a writer contract? Like the things you need
What do we need to prepare?
Yeah. What do we need to prepare for our Real Street Festival?
Some throat coat.
Okay.
Some water and do we say food too?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and some salmon. That's it. Easy.
Oh, you like salmon?
Yeah.
Like
No,
cooked
salmon
salmon or
can get-
like sushi salmon?
It can be
nah,
crazy per
cooked,
pound.
cooked,
You don't
cooked,
eat you don't eat sushi?
Nah. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
really
like, nah.
sushi.
You're like, man, you gotta fry that.
I was like, yeah. Niggas from down south, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I like
man,
chitlins.
that's wrong. Yeah.
You mentioned two of the greatest producers, Quincy Jones, Dr. Dre. Can you elaborate a little bit more on the relationship with Dr. Dre?
Yeah, that's Unc, you know what I'm saying? That's just like a life mentor, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the God, you know what I'm saying? That's really like the God of music, of hip hop. He is hip hop. You got to describe hip hop in one word is Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's
I thought y'all were
that
gonna
big-
work a little bit closer. I thought at one point I heard a lot of like YBN Cordae, like your name being echoed
He
with
give
Dre.
you that major cosign.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you the
that's,
one.
Yeah, that's Unc for sure.
Yeah.
That's Unc for sure.
What's some of the best advice that he's given you?
You can make it up if you don't have nothing.
Yeah.
Nah, I got
like,
some.
I'm thinking.
You just can't give away all the Dre gems. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But main thing is just humbleness. Just be humble, cause Dr. Dre, like the God, if he's like the most humble human being ever.
Yeah,
you
and
know what I'm
he-
saying?
and
He's
he
so
don't have to
humble,
be.
and he's Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? So if this guy can be humble, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, you gotta move the right way.
When you
I
first
heard
met
that.
him, what was the experience like?
It was crazy. I met him through Anderson .Paak.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it was dope. Like, yeah, he that's Dr. Dre. I was like, that's Dr. Dre. Like, you
Yeah, I
know
mean
what
that's
I'm
all
saying?
right. I thought you were more excited when you walked in here and met us.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you
You know
were.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
when he walked in, when I saw him down in the hallway, after I came out of the restroom, he was like, "Oh my God!" He said, "I can't believe I'm here." I'm like, "You here?" I was like, "Calm down, brother." He was like, "No, big," and I'm like,
I know. I started pulling him, getting my. He was like, "Come on, man, chill with that." Big was like, "Chill with that phone shit, little bro."
Yeah, I was like, man, I said, just have the moment, Cordae. Just have the
Chill,
Live in
moment.
the
bro.
moment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then as I was walking on, I heard him say, "Oh my God." Okay, none of that happened, but it sounds good. That'll be on Wikipedia as a lie as well.
The skit on the Lost Boy, Grandma's house. Is that you and your grandma?
Yeah.
That's
That's literally
dope.
like it's a video me and my grandma did, and what I did was I put a piano behind that shit. I got my boy Illy, shout out to Illy. He did keys behind it, and I got Sir.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
I got
Hell
him.
yeah.
Sir is a big part of my project. Like
Yeah.
he helps really like lay like our vocal tones have like a really good complement to each other. So he
And
lays
so
it on
talented,
there.
bro.
Oh, bro, he's amazing.
And he about
to
Shout
pop.
out to Sir. Shout out to fucking Sir. That
And
nigga
that
about to
dude-
go up. He's fire.
and
And
talented.
he's super nice.
Bro,
Yeah.
super
So
super
nice
dope
and
dude.
talented.
Super.
Now,
super
what about
dope.
with the skit with your grandmother?
Uh-huh.
Do you pay her for that, or is she gonna sue
Yeah,
you later?
she got paid.
Okay,
Grandma
okay.
I get you know, we find ways in the system to get everybody
Okay,
paid.
I just
you know
wanted
what
to
I'm
make
saying?
sure. I
Got
just
my
wanted to make
cousins
sure.
on the production. You know what I'm saying? Give Ma Dukes a writing credit
Hey
on this
man,
pub,
how do you
know
tell
what I'm
people
saying?
no because they feel like you got it? You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I just be like,
No.
yeah. I'm pretty. I've always been like, it just depends who. Like you can't tell. You know, obviously your mom, grandma. You know what I'm saying? Immediate family
Right.
get taken care of. But for everybody, I'm like, listen, man. Like right now, I'm rich, but I ain't like, nigga. I ain't got enough for everybody. Just, I
Right,
just
right.
like give me some time.
Like we
Give
not
me-
rich.
Nah.
I'm rich, but
let's-
we're not rich.
Let me rephrase that. Not like, nigga, like just give me some time and then everybody gonna be good on this circle
Right,
of wealth.
right.
You know
Let
what
me
I'm saying?
secure my
Right
mask
now-
first.
Right now, you know, yeah, that's all. I was like, man,
I think it's like immediate. Like,
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
see you on Fallon like, hey, you know what I'm
You
saying?
made it.
Yeah,
You
there's a
got
lot
talent.
of those moments. Like it's funny. My grandma called my mom. She was like, my grandma asked my mom for something. Then my mom was like, "Oh, got it." She said, "Well, your son got it." this was like a year ago.
She
And
said,
so
I seen
grandma-
them 1 million views on YouTube. Don't play
grandma
with me.
was like, I said that somebody niggas call me every day about this nigga Cordae. So Cordae coming in.
Something
So, yeah,
going down.
Grandma's super straight now.
I know
Grandma's
you on
super
that
straight.
Twitter gram. I see what's happening. Big Boy
Big
Neighborhood,
boy.
YBN Cordae. Definitely want to thank you for coming into the
you.
neighborhood and
Appreciate
hanging out
y'all.
with us, Cordae.
Thank you so
Remain
much.
the same, brother.
Yes, sir.
Remain
Appreciate
the
you,
same.
bro.
I had a pleasure. It was a pleasure just having you in the
Yes.
Oh,
neighborhood.
thank you. I'm
I am-
honored to be here.
I'm so excited to see your career go.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
just to see
Thank
you
you.
grow too. Because if
Yeah.
this is the beginning,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
very refreshing to see somebody like you in the
And,
music
and the
industry.
Lost Boy,
Thank you.
the album, bro, it's like
Good job
it's
on
one of
that.
those where you really take time.
Yeah,
and,
for
and
sure.
I'm talking about as a listener.
Yeah,
It's
for
not
sure.
a one and done. And
No.
you know how
Yeah.
when you listen to something and you hope for another verse,
Yeah.
that's when you know you got something.
Oh yeah. Appreciate that, man.
And,
Thank you.
those like, what did he say moments?
Yeah.
And I love lyrics. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
appreciate
So
that.
so
Appreciate
great
that.
job, brother. Thank you
Thank
for coming
y'all.
into the neighborhood and
Congratulations,
hanging
Thank y'all for
out
having
with
me
us,
here.
man.
Glad
Let's
to be
go
in the
ahead.
Thank you.
neighborhood.
Are
Let's
you
get it.
serious? He broke it?
I'm
Nah,
pretty
he
sure he
couldn't
broke
have.
it.
Nah.
He
What?
broke it, Doc.
What happened?
Nah.
Yeah, come
Really?
on. Yes, he broke it.
Over Bad Baby?
I think so. I think he's up
He
there.
broke
with
the
her.
cursing record, you guys.
He
He
broke
the
the
person that
For
came
real?
in and cursed the most.
Wow.
I highly
Damn.
doubt that.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Go ahead. Man.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Yo, I do curse a lot. Yo, somebody just said that to me. Like they was like, "Man, you's a motherfucking using ass."
Yes, man. But
Damn, for real, I really broke the cursing record.
It's up there, Doc.
hey, that's what the fuck you
Can we
said.
not curse? Can we not curse?
Can you not curse?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking.
Or
Like,
we're not allowed to.
I feel so terrible because your daughter's right there. I
You are
apologize.
terrible.
Can you stop pointing her out? Because I don't want the authorities coming and saying, like, why was your daughter in there?
Oh no,
Like
no,
a
no, no,
welfare
no.
check.
Yeah, well, congratulations
He's like,
to you
get me out
on
of
the
here
new
now.
album, and
Yeah.
congratulations on
I really
breaking
fucking
it.
Lost
appreciate
boy.
that,
Hey,
man.
man, we love fucking
boy.
having you here.
Thanks, my nigga.
There it is, man. The Lost Boy. That's my motherfucker right there.
My motherfucking nigga,
YBN
big boy.
Cordae.
Yeah, nigga.
Big Boy's
Big
Neighborhood.
boy.
Motherfucker.